This is a brief tutorial on Easiteach, and in particular how to do a couple of tasks that were asked of me. One is how do I get text like this? I just want text that looks like it's floating by itself and with no box around it per se. Well, I'm pretty sure I know what the question is referring to, and I'll just insert a new page now and answer that. But one way to insert text is to go here to Utilities and click on Text Box, create a text box, then click on that text box and start typing. The way that I actually prefer to do this has its advantages because I can scroll down. So I'm just hitting the up and down arrow keys to scroll up and down this text. But there's a way that I usually do this which is different and I prefer it. So I'm going to highlight this, hit the delete key. What you really want to usually do is be on text or selection tool. They call it edit mode. I call it text selection tool. Anywhere I click, if I just start typing, I've now got a block of text. I just double clicked it and now I can move it around. I can rotate it. I can highlight it with a lassoing highlight like this. I can make it larger, smaller. If I want to add to that, I can click and now my cursor is in here. And you can see I've still got a block of text, but just without the border. Now let's say I want to reveal text. I have an example of that in here, I'm not sure. But let's say I have notes on vectors like this. I want a rectangle. What I like to do to reveal text is to add a rectangle. So I'm going to click on this tool, rectangle, and then just, I've got this crosshairs and I can just click and drag. I made this big rectangle. You probably don't want it to be these hideous colors. I like it to be very subtle. So I click on that. Now I go to Effects, which is this little swirly E at the bottom here. Go to Line Color, like to make it gray. Go to Style, make it really thin. Go to Fill Color, make it white. Now I've got this rectangle. So what I'm going to do is, in order to move that, there are two ways you can move this. You can go to Use Mode and just kind of grab it and slide it down like this to gradually reveal text. Or you can click on it like this and change the size. What I did is I clicked on it. You can lasso it, but you got to be careful with lassoing because I'm also highlighting the text behind it. So typically I just click it toward the edge, mouse over, or put your whiteboard selector over that. Click and drag it down and change the size. This is how I reveal notes typically. Now what can sometimes happen is this ends up behind your notes. So if it ever looks like this, you say, wait a second, my rectangle is now behind the thing I want to reveal. What you do is you click on it. You go to this button, which is Order. You click on Order and then click this, which is move it all the way to the top.